Gentlemen, if you would like to give yourselves a brief introduction, feel free to do that now.
Sure. I'm Lukhien. I'm running the game tonight. I'm the game master, and we're doing a quick run through of kind of Oregon Trail themed session of Dungeons and Dragons, and see how.
Okay, I'll go. Alien Gray, I'm playing Vex, who is a human paladin level 3. I was born the 8th child of a minor noble family. I'm accustomed to privilege and the comforts that come with it, and I've recognized that I will never inherit my father's claim, so I've set out to find my own fortunes.
I am Nibeos, playing Azuri, the Wood Elf Rogue. I am a loner, and I'm looking for a little bit of extra scratch to keep my belly full and myself warm on the cold nights here in the north.
Excellent, boys. Lukhien, if you want to hit us with a quick recap on where we left off and what exactly is happening with our team, and we'll jump right.
Yeah, no problem, Chief. So, real quick, you guys are sellswords. You were hired to protect this caravan from fire shear to the Tin Town, specifically Bryn Shand. And on your travel, you started out, and you wasn't just a couple days into your journey that you discovered a ravaged caravan. Signs of a scuffle that had been hidden up. And so you guys investigated and were accosted by goblins and a werewolf. So you guys are picking up right now and trying to figure out what you want to do next. So to get us started, could you give me an investigate roll, everyone?
It's just 1d20, correct?
Yes. You don't have any bonuses to this?
I don't.
Oh, oops. I did it twice, I think. Or no, I didn't.
Would investigate be wisdom?
That's intelligence.
I have a +4 bonus on intelligence history checks related to origins of stonework. That does not apply here. I was reading it. I didn't finish reading it earlier, and I was like, I have a +4. No, I don't.
Okay. All right, so you guys do a quick going over, patting down the felled goblins, and well, giving a quick look over on the werewolf that you felled. So the goblins themselves had a few coins here and there, totaling to amount of 29 gold pieces. You also find a couple gems, some onyx, a couple chalcedony pieces, all in a small gem pouch that does not look like it originally belonged to the goblin. Other than that, you find a scroll. Now, this scroll appears to be a letter, and it is written in common, and it says it appears to be a missive, and it authorizes the bounties on one of the characters in your party.
Ooh.
It is the cleric.
Uh-oh.
They don't like me. I don't know, fellas. It seems like they don't like me. But I suggest we split them gold pieces up. I'll just, you can each take 10, I'll take 9. And let's not tell the rest of the team because they weren't here to fight over it.
So specifically, the missive states, who knows where this was picked up at, but the goblin holding it, it was in his right breast pocket. When you pull it, you're like, what? So it specifically states that the holder of this letter is given the permission by the regent of this missive, signed Caroline Blacklord, to warrant the bounty of 1,000 gold pieces for the head of. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your character's name?
It was Docken.
Sure, we'll go
Holy
with.
Hammer. I was Docken Holy Hammer, I think.
There you go.
Holy cow! Holy Hammer, rather. For the head of Docken Holy Hammer.
So, who's read this note so far? Who picked this up?
Docken did.
What do you decide to do with this information?
Well, I know these two gentlemen, and I believe they're faction neutral and good, correct?
Yep.
Is that their okay?
They
So I feel
seem
confident
like- Give me an insight check. Why don't you give me a cumulative insight check? I'll give you a +2 on it. Oh, okay. Well, your insight's based on your wisdom. What's your wisdom?
+3.
Is okay, so you 10, 11, 12. All right, you get a 12. So you're like, all right, these guys, you get a pretty good feeling about these guys. Yeah, you seem all right. You seem pretty cool, especially that paladin, right? You know, the one that took like 4 arrows.
Right to the chest.
Well, I've decided then. I think it's in the best interest of everybody to go ahead and tell them and say, all right, boys, look what I found here. I found this here letter. It's on this goblin. It says they want me. I don't know why, but it says they do. I feel it's our job to protect the caravan. We should all be aware of this and ready. There may be more attacks.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell everybody that's there with us right now.
Okay. Well, Zadok finds, or not Zadok. Good. That's. Well, I mean, that's what I've got
It
you
is.
down here as Azuri.
Yes.
Azuri finds the gem pouch. So.
I would hand it over to Docken because dwarves tend to know, no insult meant, but you are more familiar with the earth and gemstones, so you would know the value of such things.
I do have. Would that be classified under stonework?
I'll just give you a racial bonus to look at it. But anyway, TikTok gentlemen, you realize that you should probably make a decision soon. You've only just seen the 2 goblins run off in the distance. They got away. If you want to do anything about it now, would be the time to hunt them down, or run back to the caravan, or what do you want to do?
I want to look up and see how much time we got left, judging by the sky.
It was getting late.
Can confirm. Was getting late.
I would say to recall that our priority remains to the caravan, and our exploration should be limited to that which would help protect the caravan, at least within grounds of reasonable explanation why we did it. And I think this was reasonable explanation. They're running and we start chasing them. I feel like that's not going to be justified to our employee.
Do you all agree with this?
Yep.
Yeah. Also, we have one, if not more, unknown werewolf assailants out and abroad. We should get people. We should get in a group.
Also, do we find anything of substance on the dwarf? That the werewolf changed back to a dwarf, and I would question: do I immediately at a glance recognize the type of dwarf, where they're from, and or if there was anything obvious about them that I would know from being yeah.
Intelligence. You mean intelligence roll?
Is this the same red-headed dwarf Sally that he was going on
Oh,
about?
natural 20.
My goodness.
I get a +0 to that, but
You know exactly, or at least you have a very strong guess on who this is. You're within about you're about a 90% sure you know who this is. So there have been stories over the past few months of a missing clan lord's daughter.
Oh.
You think that this might be none other than Elena Grozenjar. Grozanga.
Now, the next question I would say is, knowing all that information, would someone like that potentially carry like a sigil or a mark or like a iconic image that would be able to definitively indicate that we had encountered this person, such as like a family seal or crest, like maybe a ring? Or,
yeah, it's branded into her neck.
Okay, I meant that we could take.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's Grozenjar.
Okay. If we don't have any physical item,
here's
we
how
can
I
take.
know.
Yeah, I'm just saying. If I was thinking like
there's a brand on her neck. So,
I was thinking something to say like to show a third-party person, like, "Hey, we found her. This is."
Can we make a sketch on that letter you found of this brand?
I'm not cutting her head off. I'm not cutting her head off.
I mean, it's one way to solve it.
Like, what does the brand look like, and we could sketch it?
Well, I mean, it's their family crest, so I'll draw it for you, but it's not like knowing it would help with anything.
Let's just say we all recanted it to memory.
Okay.
Or logged it in memory.
Mm-hmm.
Alright then. I exclaim that I know this based upon the fact that I see her house seal branded on her neck. And, oh, you did draw it for her.
I try to do some last rites.
I think we quickly do that and we scurry off.
I just mumble a few words and then head off.
Okay, alright, you head back to your caravan.
Yep.
And as we're walking back, gentlemen, do you feel we should tell the rest of the caravan about this letter of bounty for myself, or keep that amongst ourselves? I would hate to stir too much.
We don't know these rogues there. They might be the first ones to try to turn you in for this bounty.
This is true. I feel like we could trust the paladin.
The paladin did take some arrows for us.
Seems mighty trustworthy.
Probably would be best.
So you rope him into your discussion. He's horrified. He's like, "No! Who could? What? How dare they put a price on the light? None other than a champion such as yourself. I won't stand for it. No, we should destroy it right now." Well, that's his opinion anyway. So, regardless,
put it in my pocket.
That is your choice. Do as you will. But I certainly would not tell the rogue. Speaking of which, perhaps we should do something about him. Or maybe we could leave him in the caravan, the ravaged one. Just let him rot there. We don't need his ilk.
He was a bit cowardly, but I don't know if that merits leaving him behind.
At worst case, we can make that decision later, but the right thing to do would be to protect him as he is part of the caravan.
I find him to be a liability, but so be it. Alright, so you guys make haste. You get back to the caravan. Well, the ravaged one. At the other end of the other section of trees. And you find the rogue there all hiding.
Did you spot anything while we were gone?
He comes out and he looks around. He's like, "Oh, it's you guys. Cool. Now, totally quiet over here. Though I did hear some wolves over by where you guys were at. Was pretty thankful I chose to stick it out here. Didn't hear anything else, though. It looks like you made it out okay, except I see some blood on you. Is that yours or theirs?"
Little of both.
Little of both.
I feel quite right now. That paladin helped me with this lay on hands. No need to be worried, I'm not changing into anything dirty.
Yeah, always thankful to have one of the light around. The paladin gives the rogue a scowl.
I reach over and pat him on the butt cheek because I can't reach his shoulder.
Not in public. Okay, so you guys skedaddle. You get onto the your caravan.
Yep.
All right, cool.
When we get back, I'm going to make sure to tell the caravan leader, or the one that employed us, that this rogue is potentially worthless. He may want to think twice about hiring him in the future, or even paying him full price for such a lackluster job.
All right, so you go to speak with Zog Malgar.
Yep.
He's in the third caravan as they're pulling up. They're actually not too far off from where you left them, getting themselves together to prepare for the evening, rather, since it is getting dark. So the Zog gets out of the wagon and approaches you, and he says, "What have you got to report?"
Well, we ran into some trouble in the woods, and we dispatched with these goblins and a werewolf, but in the distance we heard there were more scurrying about, so I suggest that we...
More?
Yes, definitely more.
You didn't confirm?
Unless we were all having a group auditory hallucination, there is at least one more werewolf out there.
Wolf or werewolf?
Absolutely werewolf.
Was anyone bit?
No, everyone's fine.
I'm gonna need
I look up and I have a glint in my eye.
He looks you over himself. Fair enough. Looks like you handle yourselves pretty well. Against some goblins, though, you've got to be more careful. But this tells me there might be more about. You let them go.
It was either that or leave this caravan unoffended while we chase them in the woods, possibly.
I'm here. As long as I am with the caravan, it is defended. The next time you have the opportunity to slay goblins, you do it. I know what their kind are like. They're going to get others. There will be more attack.
Well, if you would have us delay, then we could chase them down.
No, it's too late. Now we will have to be prepared. But this time, we kill them all. We smite all of the evil. Isn't that right, Talvin? Paladin cheers in the background. That's right!
And my 4 heirlooms.
I cast thermography, and then just hear a ventriloquist voice, "For the light!" over in the background.
While we're in this camp, after we get done talking to him, I would like to do a divine sense to see if I sense any evil inside the camp with us.
Okay. Well, what do you mean sense evil? Like, is this detect a line?
Yeah, to detect if anybody that's with us is currently hiding their true motives, that they might be evil.
Sure.
Also,
Aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as what the creature is. Huh. No, there is no alignment. So if you don't want to do that, you don't have to.
Okay, so that wouldn't affect any... Okay.
Right, so you're not going to be like, ha-ha, I found a doppelganger.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Alright, well I do want to inform him of the shady rogue that decided to cower in the cart while we went and fought the goblins.
Okay. So you guys want to set up camp now then, right?
Yep.
I feel like,
alright.
like that would be the best thing to do. Is if we could make any kind of preparations and just be prepared for the night. It is getting late, and I feel it'd be dangerous for us to go anywhere other than here for now.
Why did I ever agree to you putting a lightning bolt on the wagon? I
That's
don't.
the fast cart.
Well, then you need to decorate the other one with the fast cart, the speed wagon. Alright, so anyway, you guys set up for camp, and you guys settled down. Zog, as usual, delegates himself to first watch.
I'm pestering the cook to feed me because I'm very hungry.
Dorn glares at you. Back off! Mind yourself! They'll be ready when it is. And not a moment sooner.
Where's that rum barrel? Can we get some of that this?
Yeah, I'll be serving it with dinner like always.
All right then. When's dinner?
It'll be ready when it is, and not a moment sooner. He begins to wave his ladle at you. You've received one too many of his wax from his ladle before, and you don't really want to push him much further.
He is quite accurate at cracking right on top of your knuckles.
All right. What? I'm gonna take a quick glance around the camp. It appears, what is this? We have people sleeping that are gonna. Well, they have their bed preparations up here in the northern part of it, and we've got
Those
our
would be
wagon
the
squared up.
horses.
Is there
Oh.
anything in? Oh, those are horses. Okay, sorry.
No, you guys are the sellswords. They are the caravan. They get to sleep in the wagons. You get to sleep in the snow.
We get to rough it.
Yeah.
You get the campfire at least. There's that.
And my next question would be, in looking around, what's the environment on either sides of the?
You mean the environment all around? It's just snowy plains. This area that you're in here.
We have fairly good visibility then, considering that it's dark.
Right. Okay. So where you are located at with the red X, this particular region, it's not a whole lot of trees. It's pretty sparse here and there, but not a lot to break the wind. So there's mainly just a lot of hilly snow drifts in this area. You know that So this area is called the Breakwood. So you got the initial copses of trees here and there, just small collections of them, and then you will be progressing into the Blind Hills.
Okay.
Huddle up, boys. These
Makes
winds
sense?
are blowing.
Oh yeah.
I wish old Redbeard was here. I'll tell you, boys, she had the mightiest red beard. It was blazing like fire. Have you ever seen a dwarven woman with a beard like that, As I nudge Vex.
I can only imagine the tickle of her hair on my face.
Very good.
Give me that beer. It's cold out here.
Well, it's grog for you, sir. Which is to say, rum and water. Better to throw one back for old Grozenjar.
I cough. What is this swill? This cheap rum.
Well,
Hey.
it's rum mixed with water, so just gotta
There's
make
no
it go.
problem. I drink, I fall down. No problem, right?
Well, you've only got so much to go around. This is your ration. Better save.
After I down my grog, I take out my fine wine and chase it so I get a better taste in my mouth.
Okay. I need. Hold on. Where are you guys all located at? Where are you guys
I'm
sitting
out
yourself?
to the right, just kind of away from the group, just keeping an eye on the tundra in the distance.
Okay, give me a perception.
$18.
18 it is. Okay, well, sure enough, you hear howling in the distance.
Coming from the right side over here.
Yeah, that would be the east.
So when I hear this howling, I'm gonna make my way over here as well.
Okay.
Does it sound far off?
Wait, did you hear it? Who announced it? Did
I now I'm like, anyone else hear that?
I get up and listen.
you interrupt the carousing of the healer from playing his lute? Sure enough, you hear it continue on in the distance. No, you hear it. You definitely hear it.
I start banging my shield and sword together. Get up, you rats!
Alright, I stand up and mosey. I can't move my token, but I mosey on over and kind of stand behind.
My apologies. What? Should be able to.
Oh, oops, I was looking at the token, not the... I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at the cook.
If you want me to get you one of these other... Get you a different looking token next time.
No, it's good, it's good. You're good.
Okay, cool. So... Cool. Yeah, you hear it. It seems to fade. It only howled for a few minutes.
Is it different? Because there is a distinct difference between the howl of a werewolf and the howl of a regular wolf.
How would you know that, Goblin Hunter?
We recently just heard one.
Yeah.
Then give me an intelligence check.
Well, that's unfortunate because I'm not that smart. See, told you.
Seems the same to you.
You can hear the anguish.
Or the bloodthirst, whichever. Same. Yeah, seems the same to you.
Probably a dog.
Yeah, I look at our
Go back
ranger
over to the camp.
I look at him for confirmation, and then I just walk back over to... False alarm, boys. Go back to sleep.
Maybe should we ask one of the rogues to stealth out there and check it out?
You say this?
Yeah.
Good luck getting them to do anything.
Zog stands up. I'll go. He steps off into
Well, he
the
can't
night.
stealth, can he? What class is he?
He is a ranger.
Well, I see the man who's going to be paying
I'm
us
gonna go.
leaving.
Oh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go too. We can't have.
No, I work alone. If you are too scared to go by yourself, I will go. And he goes and disappears into the night.
He's the caravan leader, right?
No,
He's just
Dorn
the leader.
Kegbreaker.
Okay.
He's just the one that pays us.
Well, Dorn doesn't know anything about the whole adventuring life and whatnot, but Zog is
Should
he
we
knows the
let
thing.
him go off on his own like that, or should we follow after him? I mean, part of us should stay here. Part of us maybe should go with him. I'm not quite sure.
Dorn speaks up. No, let him be. He'll do is what he do.
Well, what does he need us for?
Backup mainly.
Very well.
Okay, so you guys all sit down to eat once Dorn calls you over for, and not but 10 minutes later, Zog rushes back in. Grab your arms. Get yourselves torches. They're coming.
Are we gonna hold here, or are we going out to get them?
We stay. Goblins.
How many?
A lot.
Do we have any kind of rest period before what has happened here? Was there any time frame that was considered a short rest or a replenishment
Yes.
of spell casts?
You get a short rest. I'll definitely give you a short rest.
Okay.
So we can spend hit dice to get health back. I believe I was missing 6. So I'll use one of my hit dice to attempt to heal back up. Which
Oh, wow.
one is it?
I'm back to full health.
Ooh.
I believe I was full because I had some damage, but he lay on hands me to get rid of the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm only down 2 now.
Okay, cool. Set your... Let's set some
Got it.
markers so I know which ones are you guys at a glance.
For my, again, lack of ignorance, there is no reset on spells for a short rest, correct?
No.
Unless specifically it says it, which none of our classes do.
Okay.
Secure the perimeter!
I wish to recall information involving goblins.
Yeah, what's that?
Are they intelligent enough to flank?
Some of them are. Not always.
Not always.
If it happens, okay. So if it happens, it's usually considered an accident. Like they got lucky. Like
So if they're coming from this direction, I shouldn't expect that we're going to get flanked from the north and the south and the west.
Well, normally no.
Okay.
You have seen it happen before. Like you've got spellcaster goblins. Like,
Yeah.
They're smart enough to do that.
I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to keep my ears open. Because I'm perfectly capable of fighting from back over here, I'm going to keep my ears open for specifically wolf bark.
Okay. Now the wind is blowing and it is snowing right now.
Mm-hmm.
So your visibility is reduced.
Right. So for that, should I expect my attack range is like halved? Protect the hot dogs.
No, those are sleeping bags, clearly.
Yeah.
Hot dogs? I'm worried about the rum.
Alright. So everybody gets their arms and their legs.
And maybe tails.
Nah, none of this. So what are... Alright, definitely need... Oh, okay, no, never mind. Alright, I need initiative, that's what I need. Because you hear them coming. The rabble's definitely coming from the east.
I get a -1.
Well, even with that, unlike last session, you are going first.
Very good. Vex has no dexterity, no mod.
Okay, it's -1, so it's actually 5
It's
on
5.
that.
You got it. Okay. Yeah, you hear them. They're coming. Two emerge from the blizzard that's swirling around you, cackling, laughing, wielding wicked-looking blades above their... Docken, would you go, please?
I would like to attack with Sacred Flame on the closest one. When I get
Oh, no, I gotta roll. I roll the reflex.
No, that's a cantrip, so I have to roll for hit on.
Or it's against your spell mod, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. My mistake. I thought for the cantrip you had to roll to hit, and then they would have the save, but the other ones
It
are always
depends.
hitting.
Certain ones have certain effects.
All right, and their saving DC is 13 plus 5. Does that sound right?
Might just be 13. You
It
said it was
says
Sacred Flame?
save DC 13 plus 5 to hit with spell attack.
Oh, plus 5 is for your hit. 13 is your spell DC.
Gotcha.
So those are independent of one another.
Sorry, I'm still sick.
You're good.
Okay, that's... If it's 13, that's a fail. It takes damage.
It's a dex saving throw, and it's 1d8 radiant. So if it hits him, you do 1d8 damage.
And then I'm just going to maintain my position. Posturing.
Okay. Are you going to roll damage?
Oh, I thought you said it failed. Oh, he failed. He failed.
He failed.
You're good.
Ooh, nice.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
Maximum damage. I misunderstood the fail. My mistake.
Okay. All right.
He erupts
That
into
is a-
burning white light.
Quite violently.
Go ahead, Azuri.
I'm sorry, did you say that was me?
That is you.
For a movement, how are these carriages? Like, could I clamber on top of it?
No.
No, they're not.
That's fabric.
Oh yeah, fair enough. All right. I will take a shot at this boy. Actually, first, as a bonus action, Hunter's Mark on that boy. And then I will take an attack. That was a 14 to hit.
That is a hit.
So that is... I believe it's 2. Want to make sure. Yes. Sorry.
What's going on? What are we doing?
Just making sure on the number for Hunter's Mark. It is 1d6. Got it.
Oh, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to turn this thing into giblet.
It is super dead.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, this thing's dead, dude. Like,
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
it's
thing's dead.
Okay.
Like, so then, how does the Hunter's Mark work? You transfer to the next
I have
turn.
to wait until the next turn. As a bonus action, I can move it from a dead body to a new target.
Okay.
So we're good.
All right.
He lit him up for me. Docken caught him on fire. I was able to see him really easily, and then I popped him right in the forehead.
Okay, so we've got... This guy moves up. And he says, "I'm ready! Bring it!" Everybody else is taking defensive stances.
I'm still waiting for the army of 500 werewolves to come collapsing on top of the caravan.
That's not good. Go ahead, Vex.
Okay. I'm going to step over to the side over here, try to get a clear line of sight to this living one down here, and throw a javelin at him. Ooh. That's a
That's an out one.
nat 1 on that.
Are we doing the one per day reroll that you?
You want to use it on this?
I'm just asking. That's all.
Would this be considered a new day since we've only done a short rest?
It's once per session, right?
Yes, but if you finish this combat and you rest, it would be the new day that would take effect, thus being once per session, so...
Okay, I'll let that one whiz by.
Okay, well,
How bad is the bad?
here we go.
Time for the chart of pain.
Uh-oh. I don't have enough dice.
I don't have enough dice.
Wait, so how does this work when we roll a 1 on...
That's entirely dependent on me on how good,
How bad.
bad, or utilitarian.
Okay.
In this case, it looks like utilitarian. What the...
What did you do?
So you chuck your javelin, and you're like, "Oh, you got it, boys!" And you throw, you're like, "Woof!" And you're like way out in the darkness, and you hear, "Oh!" Roll damage, please.
Oh, wow. Okay,
You might have found an ambush.
That's awesome. Let me see. It's 1d8 plus 3. No, wait, that's 1d6 plus 3. Oh gosh, 2 1s in a row.
Hey, you're getting them out early.
Right. 2 wrongs did make a right. So 4 damage. And you heard an Aru.
I got him! I got the one I was aiming for!
Total mad skills. Alright.
Not sure about that. I've got dark vision and I can't see what you were aiming at.
I was aiming at the darkness! I hit it!
Alright then, good job.
I heard you say dog vision, but maybe I'm just crazy. Alright, so Zog goes because he was waiting. And he heads out into the darkness. One of the rogues runs up after him. Hey, where are you going? You can't leave! New turn. Give me the rolls.
We're doing amazing. Vex do just fine.
Yeah, that time. You were right, I had to get the ones out of the way.
No kidding. Alright, go ahead, Vex.
Alright, I will do the same thing here. And it looks like a miss.
Yep, that does not look good. Yep.
I've only got
Okay,
3
do you
javelins
move?
left.
Do you move?
I'm gonna stay right here.
Alrighty then.
Don't protect the horses.
Yep.
Okay, then I need Azuri to make a perception.
Absolutely. That is 5. Yes. Not a percent sign.
Okay, so you're just not entirely sure what the hell Zog is up to, but you do hear some squeals out in the darkness in the direction that he went.
Okay.
He did go with sword drawn, so maybe he saw something. Now this guy goes. But this guy was waiting for him.
Gonna get bonked on the head.
Yep. So, yeah, that's exactly what he does. He fends off the attack and he pairs the attack and bonks him on. And that's when Tavris runs up. Well, Piern, if you want to call him that. And that's a swing right. I was like, where the hell was he? Go ahead, Azuri.
I'm gonna move here. And what's... Everyone has shoot... I always forget. Everyone has shoot into melee, or whatever penalty
Yeah,
it is.
you don't have to worry about that in 5th edition.
Okay.
They assume you are competent enough not to
Right.
hurt your allies.
So, bonus action, move the hunter's mark onto the new boy. Shoot said boy, or miss and hit my friends.
That is a miss.
At least it's only a 2,
It,
and not a 1.
It flies right over their heads, like, where were you even aiming? And then another goblin appears from the shadows, cackling. You assume more behind it. Now I need Docken to go.
I am going to cast a Sacred Flame on the one that is closest to us here that's engaged with these other two.
Sure.
So that's up to Luke.
Damn it, that's true. Like, oh, what am I waiting for? Good thing I waited because that's a 19 on the die. So, no dice there for you. Do you move?
Actually, I'm gonna move myself right there. That's good.
Okay, alright. So, now I need... Okay, top of the order. Let's see some rice rolls. Rice rolls. Dice rolls. Let's try to
He's
enunciate
hungry.
now.
Yay! I go last!
No, I
No,
do.
you
Actual
got
last.
6.
I got
No.
two.
I go last because I rolled 1.
Oh, is that how that works?
I don't know. That's how we
No.
used to house roll it.
That is not how that works. bro.
I got a 6 on that. That's great.
Oh, you got a -1?
Yeah, he has a -1, which sadly means I go before him because I have higher dex mod, even though I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Wow.
Alright, so a whole lot of stuff is going to happen. You guys are just going to have to watch, so I apologize.
Oh no.
So, yeah, this goblin dies because... Yeah. And I need another... No, actually. Nope. Okay, so you hear cackling behind you. Sure enough, there are goblins approaching.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Okay, and one of the goblins appearing out of the snow is wearing some decent-looking armor, he's actually wearing armor, and he's carrying a rather long sword, a sword as long as he is.
That's the one in front?
No, that's this guy over here.
Oh, and back.
So we've got the rogue taking a shot. Okay. Cool. That's a crit. Wow, okay, so this guy's dead. The rogue just runs over here, does a quick slide, jumps, throws 2 throwing knives, and they go thunk thunk right in the goblin, and he falls over dead.
Wow.
Tavris over here runs out here to engage the enemy, and he misses like usual. It's paladin guy, I tell you guys, what good is it? Lay on hands, that's what he's good for. He's pigeonholed as a healer. And he takes hits, that's what he's good for. Alright. Now I need... Who's going first? Vex?
Azuri.
Azuri.
I think it's me.
Yep.
I'm going to step here, and I'm going to use bonus action to mark the big boy. And I will take a shot. That is a 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
Damage.
That's
10?
10 damage. So you let your arrow fly with just vengeance. And it strikes him right in the chest. And he seems unfazed.
Unfazed.
Just wait till next turn.
Okay. Yep, everybody else delays their action, so let's see the top of the order again. Oh, this goblin didn't go. Cool. All right. Yeah, now we can see some initiative.
Oh, we still got me and Docken.
Wow, why did I just got all these people going. Damn it. Go ahead. I'm
going to move myself here, and then I would like to use my second level 2 cast and summon a spiritual weapon.
Sure.
Alright.
And is there a range on where I can cast that to?
30
I
feet?
think it's... Is it 30 or is it 60? Hold on.
Each block is 5 or 10?
5.
5. Spiritual weapon. That is range of 60 feet. It will appear next to...
Ooh.
And then it can make an attack within 5 feet, so melee range. It's 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
I'm gonna cast it
Yep.
right next to the big guy.
There you go.
Good
The
call.
one that was just shot at.
So 1d8. Oh, so you'll do a hit, and the melee is equal to like a melee spellcast. So 1d20 plus your 5, I think it said it was.
5 to hit with spells.
Yep. So 1d20 plus 5.
Okay. And now casting that, I can use it to attack still?
Yeah. It
Okay.
gets its own attack action.
Okay. I am going to attack the large guy. And I get, that's a 1d20 and I get a plus 5.
Yep.
Go for broke.
And that is
That's 1d8 damage, right?
1d8 plus your spellcasting mod, which should be what, plus 3?
3.
Yeah. 9 damage.
Nice.
Cool. Alright, now it is Vex.
Okay, I am going to step up to about right here. And I'm going to go ahead and cast Bless on our ranger and the 2 rogues, I think, that are right here and here. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's your turn?
Yep.
Alright, top of the order.
Good luck on initiative this time around, please. Nope.
7, 8, 9.
Yeah, but doesn't he have a -1 as well?
Oh, yep, so 8. We both have a -1, so either one of us could go on our turn first. It don't matter.
Because you have the same
Yeah,
decks.
I'll let Docken go first.
Alright.
Again.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
Alright, I'm going now. I'm going to cast, Sacred Flame on the
On the what?
one on the far side that I was already attacking with the hammer. I'm gonna cast
Sure.
Sacred Flame on him.
Burn him down.
That is he makes it. So he takes the arrow and now you go Volks, oh, and the flame just goes just dodges. He's got his eyes on you.
So the
Okay.
hammer can still hit.
Yes. I am going to attack again with the hammer on the big guy again.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I
There
get
you
a
go.
plus
5.
5? So
Yep.
that's 7.
That's a hit.
Okay.
And then 1d8.
And a 5.
So 8 damage.
Man, that thing is putting out work. Holy cow. Okay. All right. So
Now it's Vex's turn.
yep,
Alright,
go
I'm
ahead.
going to throw a javelin at this guy over here. Let me see. And another miss. And that's it on my turn.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Azuri.
So I'm blessed.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm attacking the big boy.
Okay.
Wow. That's an 11 to hit.
And that is a miss.
Yeah, figures.
So you get your first arrow in, but your second one just goes clear right over his shoulder.
I'm gonna move here. By the way, your hammer gets to move 20 feet on your turn.
Is that guy in the wagon?
Yes. Okay. Alright, Talvarus is getting beat the hell up over here. So you guys... Oh, I'm sorry, he gets his thing. You hear clearly there are more squabbling goblins squealing to the south, probably Zog. At this point, you hear him blowing on a horn. The sound of Zog's horn, and you hear him blow it.
What does the blowing of the horn normally mean?
Well, generally it's an alarm, and it's not anything particularly. Go ahead and start initiative at the top. Oh. There we go. That's an 18 for Docken. All right, so Zog runs back in, and he's panting. He's covered in cuts and scrapes, and he's holding his side. In his other hand, he's carrying his sword. There's maybe 10 others out there.
Great.
Docken, go ahead.
How banged up is this guy over here that's at a disadvantage fighting these two?
Oh, the Paladin Talvarus?
Yeah.
He seems to be mostly chasing one and then hitting at the other and then back and forth. He's doing a real shit job over there.
Does he look like he's in dire need of healing?
You think he's probably okay.
Alright.
What about Orc Boy?
He doesn't look great. Actually, give me a perception real quick. Zuri gives me a perception. Zuri gives me the perception.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I rolled one that did.
It's all good.
Okay.
Okay. Fair enough. So, yeah, Docken, did you go yet?
No, I just asked about the healing, and then I was kind of. I would like to cast. Wait, what was the perception for? Can I ask? Because that was kind of like in the middle of my turn, or is that not
No.
supposed to happen?
No, that was something that I needed him to do for me real quick.
Okay.
That I forgot. So you've got your spiritual weapons hanging out there. You can move.
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm just trying to decide. I think I'm gonna move. Oh, I know this. I'm gonna move the hammer. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna move it in 4 spaces straight in towards the fire. So it'll be right next to the road. Yeah, right there. That's the maximum movement, and I can't do anything else with that guy. I would like to. No, I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the guy with the big sword.
Okay. Fail. Alright, this time he eats a whole face full of it.
1d8.
Did you roll 1d8 for us, Docken?
Oh, I thought you said it didn't hit.
No, he failed.
I keep messing. I'm messing that up. So it's 6
Plus 3,
So 9.
plus 3, so 9. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, cool.
Is that kill him? Because I got this worked out.
No, he eats a whole face full of fire, but he's still coming at you, but he looks charred and beat up. He's probably dead soon. But unfortunately, Talvarus, our friend over here, is not doing. I guess I lied earlier. Well, he just did get crit in the face, so that's pretty bad. Ooh. Okay. Oh, this guy's dead though now, finally. Alright, cool. So, okay, so go ahead, Vex.
Okay, I'm gonna move right here and flank this guy
Sure.
and hit him with my longsword. 16.
You have flanking, so go ahead.
Oh, I guess I could, yeah, if I needed to roll that again.
Could be a crit.
Let's try that. Just to see. Nope, okay. And then I'll do...
Yeah, that's a hit.
It is better.
Go ahead and roll damage.
I think it's 1d8 plus 3. Let me check. Yep. So 9 damage.
Alright, you cut him right down into the shoulder and you heal him in half.
Nice.
Alright, next up. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So then we've got... Who's hurt? Just Talvarus, right? None of you guys are so far?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, cool.
I've been keeping my distance so my concentration bless doesn't get broken.
Alright, so from the west approaches 3 more goblins. One of them carrying a skull on a staff and wearing robes and lots of bones. Nibeos. Or not Nibeos, Azuri.
You see Azuri fumble with his bow for a little bit and realize he's been holding it backwards this whole time because he's been rolling 1d10 instead of 1d20.
What?
Yeah, scroll back up. So he fumbles with his bow and gets all squared away, and he uses his bonus action to put a big red arrow over the top of the bone rattler, and he takes a shot. And he still misses. Yeah, scroll up.
All right.
It's been a shit show, gentlemen.
Jeez.
You've been doing pretty good, though.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I'll yell across the battlefield, "Hey, Four Eyes! Get your glasses on straight!"
Wow. Alright, so you still miss. Unfortunate. But that is a top of the order Jubilee.
Let's see if I can go first this time. Hey, I think I go first.
Maybe.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I think I go last.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
What
I'm
are we doing?
pretty-
Initiative again? I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
you're
miss. I
doing
got a work
initiative.
text. I'm
It's all good, my man.
There you go.
Is that
14.
a 14? Cool. Alright, so Zog runs up.
I have to get my I'm sorry, out of the game. I have to get my phone charger. My phone just died, and I got to respond to a message from work.
Sure, man.
Continue, I'm listening.
You do your stuff, man. But yeah, Azuri goes next.
I'm gonna take the shot again.
Cool.
Hope, pray. That's much better, not really.
That is actually a hit.
Okay. And we will deal damage to the Shamoon. That is 7.
7. Okay, cool. So Vex did shout earlier, "Kill that shaman!" So there is that. Everyone is made aware. So, that being said, can they handle that? Oof. So the one rogue shoots and misses. And now it is Stocken's turn.
I want to move my hammer first off, and I would like to try to hit the guy that is in the.
You want the hammer to go in the wagon.
Like it's going to go down to the left one, down to the right one, down to the left one. So to move 3 blocks, and then it will be hitting. Yeah, right there, and then it'll be hitting the guy.
Okay. Go for it. Plus.
5.
11.
Ooh, that's a miss.
All right.
And so you're
And
like, "Go forth, spirit weapon!" And then it goes in. It's like, It just disappears into the back of the wagon, but you hear it go with a resounding whiff.
All right, and our little bro over here that's been fighting for a while, the paladin, he's in bad shape.
Yeah, he's been jabbed between the plates a couple times. Pretty.
Does he have and will he use a healing potion if necessary, or is that not something I can tell?
You're pretty sure he's got him. You're pretty sure you saw some.
Okay. All right. And no one else is injured except for him and the dog guy or whatever?
Not so.
Okay. All right. Then I would like to cast Sacred Flame again, and that is going to be on the northmost goblin on the west.
Sure. Fail. He failed. He failed his roll.
A damage.
Our cleric's putting us all to shame.
I know.
Oh,
dealing all
boys!
the damage.
Hilarious.
I cry out, watch out for the holy hammer, it's coming down on ya! And it bellows through the battle.
I let out a huzzah!
You are met with a response of continued cackling from the goblins, especially as the magic-y looking one is wiggling his finger. To which I do need to have these guys go. So the two goblins he sends in, he goes, go, go. And so they run in, and then he finishes casting his spell, and these fiery runes appear on their chests. And the spellcaster dude disappears back into the shadows. Or into the blizzard. Now I need Vex to go.
So this one here in front of me is flanked.
You could position yourself over the dead body right here.
You could.
And then you can flank him.
Okay, so that's okay. So I'll do that then. And let me get the right roll here. And that does nothing.
Can roll again for the advantage.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Sweet. Thank you for telling me. Okay.
I think I'll keep the 10.
I think I'd like to use my reroll on that one if it's possible.
You don't have one, but you don't have to take it. It's not that you're forced to take the second one. You have advantage, so you can take whichever one you want. So don't take the. You just take the miss.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I took the second one though, could I use that as the reroll for my daily?
You don't have one yet. You haven't had a long rest.
Oh.
Once you get through your long rest, then you will have one.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it for me.
Okay.
Actually, he said his chest is glowing.
Yes.
It
has a big flaming rune in it.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take the disengage here.
Okay.
And move back to here and take the swing.
You already moved once, though. Disengage. You would have to disengage once. Hold on, I'm looking.
Like, is there like the free
All right,
5?
You get one action. You get one action, like
You get one action, one
disengage.
reaction. Yeah, so if you didn't attack, you could use your action to disengage.
Well, I mean, like, I'll take the attack of opportunity. Is that possible? To just back out, do my movement after the attack, but I get the attack of opportunity against me?
Yeah, because you can move at any point in time.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, so yeah, I'll let him swing at me, but I'm getting away from him.
How's a 17?
Let me see. I have 18.
All right,
nice.
Get out.
Clunk.
Let me
More
see.
like
5, 10, 15, 20, 30. I'm gonna go right here.
okay. And now that is top of the order, I believe.
Usually glowing goblins are bad, so...
That's usually my experience.
17.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Okay, so Talvarus is healing himself with a potion. And that other goblin is finally clunked its last, so it's...
There you go.
Go ahead, Docken.
All right. Here's a question: does the hammer get advantage?
I don't think you can, like, flank with the hammer.
That's right. I believe
Okay.
it... Wait, could it gain?
I don't believe
No.
it incurs, like, it doesn't benefit or no, it also does not incur flanking.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay.
You're right.
All right. And you'll have to forgive me on this. Is the goblin that is the northmost on the western side, is that damaged?
No.
Are any of the goblins on this side damaged?
don't
No.
think so.
Okay. All right. I would like to move the hammer to the northmost goblin that's by the two rogues, and I would like to attack that one with...
Like right there?
That's fine.
Or right here?
I prefer that spot.
Okay, alright, that's cool. Do it to it. That's a hit.
Seven
Your
damage.
plus 7.
Yep.
And then, should he still be standing, I would like to cast Sacred Flame on that same target from my character.
He failed his roll.
Four damage, right?
Yep.
4.
And he goes and falls over, the flame extinguishing from its chest.
Nice.
Is that your turn? Docken, is that your turn?
He's celebrating.
I think that's all I can do. I don't have any more
Did you
actions
move?
or bonus. I did not move. I would. I'm going to maintain my.
Okay. You got it. Alright, Zog goes next. He pulls out his bow and he fires 2 arrows at the other one with the flaming rune on its chest. And he shouts, "Kill it! Kill it now!" Yeah, he misses bad. Okay, Okay, so we've got a couple more attacks coming out. Miss, and... Alright, so apparently Mr. Cool Knives earlier is just a one-trick pony. I just... Oh yeah, watch this! Right over the goblins. The other fighter coming in, just missing the goblin, just sidesteps his slow blade sweep. So now we've got Vex. It's up to you, man.
All right. From here where I'm standing, would I have a line of sight to hit him with a javelin? Or if I was to step back right here?
I would say from where you were standing, it would be partial concealment.
Okay.
From there, I suppose not.
Alright, I'm going to try to do the javelin here. Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, after I see that misses, I'm going to take one more step over. Or actually 2 steps over, and I'm going to shove a potion into our orc's hand here and demand he use it.
Okay. And that's your turn?
Yep.
Alright.
So it's going to be a 2d8 plus 3 healing potion.
Okay. Alright. Well, it moved. Alright, we've got a goblin. The goblin hops out. He's carrying something. And he's running out into the blizzard. And this guy wow. Okay, so this guy tumbles through the two adventurers here. And makes his way over to everybody else, cackling maniacally.
Uh-oh.
The flame is now beginning to engulf him. Alright, so Nibeos, go ahead. Or Zuri.
Everyone get away! I might shoot him. That's a 14 to hit.
Are we doing initiative again?
No, he's
Oh, he's fighting. Okay, I'm sorry.
Did you bonus action this target thing?
I can't because the other guy isn't dead. The shaman ran away with it on him, and I can't remove it.
Oh, that's right. That's why I did that. Okay.
Oh,
or
yeah,
did I? What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a hit.
That is 8 damage.
Please say he's dead.
No, he's not.
No. It takes the arrow, and the arrow begins to be engulfed by the flaming goblin. Now it's top of the order. Ooh.
Uh-oh, that's not good. Goblin goes first, blows up all of our guys.
That's a 16. That's a 16, fine. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes before him.
Uh-huh. We don't have a cook anymore.
I was gonna say, none of these people, start running away from these goblins approaching.
It's not their turn! No, they're just standing there expecting you guys to handle everything, and now there's a flaming goblin approached him, and they're like, "Whoa, shit!" So now they're going to be running, but it might be too late. We'll see.
We'll see.
Roll for them first.
And they're dead.
I'm rolling for them individually at this point. I can't roll.
Bob is dead. Steve is dead.
Okay. Docken, please save us.
So is it my turn to
It is
attack?
your turn. Please save us.
Your
Well, he's
only
got
hope.
2 chances.
I'm struggling because I want to kill the guy trying to run away because I don't know what he stole. But at the same time, I feel like I got to save these people that are here.
They're the ones who paid you, so...
I am going to move my hammer over, and I am going to attack the guy that is closest to the group, closest to the cook, and the hammer is going to attack.
Oh.
That's a +5, right? So it's 12?
Yes.
Obi Dokanobi, your only hope.
That is a hit. Do you have the damn... No!
He still can Sacred Flames it.
It's still... It's
That's
more
4.
on fire.
That's 4 damage.
4 damage.
Okay, man. So this thing's gotta roll.
How much? How much damage does guiding bolt? How does that function? I just have marked down damage ranged.
So, hold on.
That's a guaranteed hit with a. They have to roll a save on it.
Guiding Bolt. A flash of light streaks toward the creature of your choice within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target, so you'd have to do the attack. When it hits, it does 4d6 radiant damage. So you have to roll your d20 plus 5.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna cast that spell, and then
Okay.
Drum roll. Oh my god!
Hey!
I don't have a reroll.
It makes the thing blow up bigger.
Oh,
It
no.
infuses him. This is destined. The dice have spoken. People are dying today.
I can't believe this is hilarious. Oh, that's a miss. Your guiding bolt is misguided. It's like, phew.
I scream as my fingers start to singe themselves.
Oh, man. Alright, well, we've got one other chance. Alright, here it is. Here's our last chance, boys. Mr. Flashy Knives, can you pull it through?
Oh no.
Oh, okay, hold on, we'll see. That is a hit.
He survives with 1 health.
Alright, knife comes in, kills the goblin. It goes, and the flames extinguish. Ah, holy shit.
I gotta ask, did the hammer make the difference?
It did. Like, I would have been 1 damage off. Holy cow. Alright, combat is over, boy. Oh, what happened there? The combat is over. All the goblins are dead except for the one that ran away.
He took the lightning bolt with him.
Apparently he did take the light. That's all he was after, was just the accoutrements you guys put on the speedwagon. It was the only thing he wanted. You have to do an inventory to check and see what it was.
I don't have a reroll. All right, check them off for gold, and someone get in that wagon and see what that scoundrel took from.
I'm dragging the body away from the campfire and getting it away from the people. I don't know what it was gonna do. I want it away.
Alright, so you pick up and you drag all the dead goblins.
Yeah.
Check them for gold first.
Hey, there's a good idea. Alright, you managed to go over the corpses.
I shout from a distance.
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask Orc Boy, where'd the other 10 go?
I don't know. It's like when I got close, that they backed off. I don't know. I've never seen them act like this before.
Neither have I.
Flanking maneuver. Did not expect that, but they did have a shaman with them, so there is some substance of intelligence at work here, it seems. But regardless, many thanks, especially to you. Vex, was it? I appreciate it.
I gotta
It's
keep
the
our.
pers- I'm sorry, go ahead.
Says I gotta keep our leader alive here. You go down, none of us get paid.
And we all probably die in the tumult.
So, what did he take from the wagon?
Take. What?
One of them got into one of the wagons.
took something from the wagon right over there, and I point to the one that previously had a lightning.
Zog shouts to the middle group. Darn, they took something. What? You clumsy adventurers, let them get away! Dorn hops in, he starts scrambling around. No! No, no, no!
Not the MacGuffin!
Not the damn McMuffins! Wait, what? So, he hops out. His face is red. They took it! They took my shipment of ore! I knew this was trouble from the beginning.
What kind of ore was it?
Never you mind. Kursk, come. We must talk with Lord Zog. Come on. So, Kursk and Zog all go over and start having a pow. You guys clean up the orcs. You look through them and all that jazz.
Yeah, I guess we're just gonna see what they got on them.
Perception roll for overhearing what's going on.
Sneaky.
I got big elf ears. I'm gonna use them.
And that's a hell of a roll at that.
Oh, just checking corpses, fixing up the camp, not listening in or anything.
Okay, so from the gist, all right. Do you want me to act it, or you want me to give you
Oh,
you
act
can
it
give
out.
the- you
Act
can
it
go
out.
over.
act it out?
Theatrics are best, my friend.
Okay. All right. Well, Dorn he's furious. How could you hire a bunch of imbeciles to watch over our caravan when we're supposed to be traveling with these dangerous areas, and this gets stolen right out from under? No, you paid me handsomely, and I aim to make good on the offer. You just have to be patient. I'll make sure to get it back. Don't you worry. Kursk speeds up. You better not, you idiot. That's our livelihood we're talking about here. Now, if you have any idea of what's good for you, you'll get on right now. What about the rest of the caravan? I can't guarantee your safety if I'm out there looking around in hills for your trinkets. Never you mind that, just get on in with it. We need it, or we're through. Aye, get on with you. Zog nods and heads back into camp. He turns and looks at Azuri as he walks in. I need a. What are you? You say you're trying to feign like you weren't listening?
I'm checking this particular. I'll do like what is it? Like a sneak roll or something.
Yeah, give me a dexterity. What are you trying to? What are you trying to pull off?
I'm acting like I'm messing with the cart to make sure, like, oh, make sure the cart's okay. No one got to this cart.
Give me a deception.
A deception. Well, that is going to be unfortunate now, isn't it? Because that's a -1. That is a 2.
Oh no.
Alright, so...
Sounds like you need some help tracking down a goblin that stole something, don't you?
Zog breaks from his stride into the camp to approach you, and in a low tone he says, "You better keep this to yourself if you know what's good for you, because when I come back from getting those trinkets, I don't want to have to deal with you next. Got it?
You need any help?
I'm fine."
Alright.
Alright, so he heads in.
Hey, what's going on over here? As I walk up.
I'm getting my things. I'll be leaving for a while. I hope to be back soon.
It's a good thing you hired us to protect you guys and not stuff, because everyone lived. And then I look at him and I kind of go, Thaumaturgy, and make little sparks come out of my fingers next to my face, and then I just smirk.
Cute trick. I'll be back. In the meantime, you may report to Dorn. If Kurz needs anything, tell him to stick. So, Zog grabs his pack and heads out. So meanwhile, the two brothers are talking amongst each other still. What do you guys want to do? You managed to do your quick search on all the goblins, and you managed to fetch an interesting blade off of the elite that came.
Do we, what's interesting about
It's a BOE world drop?
Is it a crow blade?
Yeah.
Is it like a...
No, it's a twig of the world tree.
That sounds like a paladin item, huh?
No, those would be a pair of Crocs.
Hey, that looks like something you might be able to get a hold of, eh? My friend Vex? Think you can make good work of that?
Is it really a twig of the world tree?
No, it's a scimitar.
I mean, for a goblin, it looked like a two-handed blade, but it's actually just a one-handed blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is this
But
thing like...
it's a scimitar.
Is it like finely crafted or something? Does it have any bonuses?
Yeah, it's actually is finely crafted. It was at one point. It's seen a lot of use, but even despite being worn and scuffed, it hasn't lost its initial shine. It's pretty cool to the touch, and it's got an inscription in it that you're not familiar with, down the length of the blade.
Would I know it?
I'm sorry?
Would I know it?
Can you Wait, what languages do you speak?
Goblin.
No, it's not Goblin.
Oh, Goblin, Common, Elvish, and Orc.
Elvish. Okay, cool. All right, it's
Actually, I speak Elvish also.
Yeah, so he would know.
Oh, okay. Well, great. We got all kinds of elves in. Oh, I want to make a note.
Everyone's hyper multilingual in D&D.
From spreading the joy and love of Paylor, I've learned a few languages.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The inscription says, "Please reconsider."
Please reconsider.
Yes.
Upon hearing that that's what it says, I would like to use a level 1 ability and cast Detect Evil and Good. Can I do that on a specific...
Man, we already went over this, so that just tells you if there's any undead aberrations, fae,
excuse me.
demons, celestial.
Alright, then...
I want to know if there's a demon in the sword.
I don't know, it could be possessed, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Well, there is that.
I hand it to them so that they can feel that it's cool to
I'm
the
gonna
touch.
do it. Oh, it's cool to the touch? Okay. Alright, well, I guess I'm not needed here. You guys can read that, and it says something I don't know, and... well, and I just kind of walk my way back over to...
Hey, who's hungry? We were interrupted having dinner.
Yeah,
Put
yeah,
that
that's
goblin
true.
on the spit.
I would highly suggest against eating goblin. They're
Just
not good.
how much gold did you all find on the bodies?
Good question.
I know I found...
There's actually...
I pull out
here's the
money that
thing.
was already in my pocket, and I say I found 5. You know, us dwarves, we're the rich kind.
So you guys are surprised to find that these guys are loaded. Like, each goblin had a pouch of gold on it, of several hundred gold each.
Whoa.
And it admits, they got, some of them had a couple bags of gemstones and a couple pieces of jewelry and whatnot, but mainly they each one had a pack of at least 200 gold. Some had a little bit more, but they're all over. So
Well,
that's
then.
about... Yeah, that's about... you're looking at about 1,873 gold specifically, but...
It's a lot. How much were we paid for
as
this
you guys
job?
know, I probably did the most damage, so I feel, it would just be, I'm just saying, from a perspective of a short man, justified that the greater portion of their gold pieces and gems went to me because I killed most of them and or did a lot of damage.
You did, in fact. How much were we being
that being
paid for
said,
this job?
How much you're getting paid for this job?
Once we get to the end, how much are we being paid on this?
10 gold a day per person.
Yep.
So, how many days is it supposed to... We're not spending 180 days on this trip.
I think it was like, what, up to 2 weeks, thereabouts?
Yeah.
On the full journey.
Yeah, 2 to 3 weeks.
Right. This is like infinitely more gold than the job.
Yeah, these guys are loaded.
So, question, how many of us are mercenaries here? We have 8 people? 9 people?
Yeah, I think it's 9. I think it was us. It was 3 of us, and then there was a paladin with us 4, so I think it was 8.
I'm assuming as we're all moving the bodies along, that everyone knows that this is the amount of gold we got together.
So it's just all the other people. It's only 8 of you.
Yeah.
Zog isn't here. So
Yeah. Well, and also he's part of the caravan.
Right, but he's just getting paid like you guys.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anyway, yeah, there's only 8 of you guys, and so yeah, the only ones who would claim for any of that would be the other adventurers. So that's split at 8.
Yeah, it's like 200, 200.
234 and 0.125.
We can give the 0.125 to the orc when he comes back.
All right, so you guys split it 8 ways. You can get 240 some gold.
Give the gems and the jewelry to our dwarf here.
Now the rogues, they want to play dice for them. They think that's only fair. But regardless, you guys.
Well, you all can play dice with your portion. If you want to just throw it away, you can give it to me. I'll keep it good, safe.
Hey,
No.
now we're all into this for ourselves as well. You should give us all a right chance to win or lose. Let the gods decide with the dice.
Hey, look here, mate.
That weapon too.
I done prayed to the gods, and they told me as a cleric, I should take my rightful portion. You guys do what you want with yours. And I grab my coin purse and sit closer to the fire. Keystring several of the jewels.
Is there a way to know how much damage this scimitar would do, or what its worth possibly could be? That way I can... Because I don't want to take all this gold if this...
Well, you could give it to the wizard to look over the knife.
Okay. Well, I'll hold on to this portion of the gold for now, but depending on what this scimitar is worth, I'll probably end up returning most of this gold.
Okay. So, that being said, you guys get, I guess they end up deciding to, Caravan Master's like, he'll take care of the weapon and whatnot, and until you guys decide what to do with all the jewels and whatnot, and
Right.
in fact, he'll buy all the jewels, and you guys liquidate them for you.
You could hand me them jewels and my history as a gem cutter. Give me some time and I'll be able to tell you what they're worth and what.
Tell you what, friend, you can buy them off me. You can challenge me a good price for whichever ones you want. But being this my here caravan, which you're protecting, I might as well see fit to make sure that all goods appropriated within a collective means should be seen fit as jurisdiction to be dispensed as needed under my supervision. After all, you are all on my pay, so please keep that in mind. Do keep the bonus gold as you will, of course, but the items themselves, I will, of course, pay handsomely for your good effort.
Of course, I'm a good cleric. I was just trying to help you out with the values and let you know what they may or may not be worth. But don't you fret, my friend. You can ask me and I'll let you know.
All right, so he takes the jewels and he estimates a value of a couple hundred gold. So you all get an extra 25 on top.
Okay, I'm going to give my 25 gold to the rogue that saved our bacon at the end there.
It kept it from doing whatever. We have no idea what it was going to do, but it terrified us.
Yeah.
No problem, friend.
Hey, wizard man. I don't know your fancy book learning magic, but did that make any sense to you?
About what?
The glowing goblins and the cackling and the shaman. I'm not familiar with any magic of that. They seem crazed.
Well, what I could tell is some kind of mix between necromancy and evocation. Would be my guess. I get that off of the rune design. As the shaman cast it on his minions, But the way they acted, they knew what they were getting themselves into, so something tells me these guys were okay with dying.
Is there any way we could stop that kind of spell after it's been cast?
Why, yes, a good old dispel magic.
Are you
But
familiar with this?
unfortunately, I've got a few more lessons to learn before I can wrap my mind around that one.
Understandable. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Just get back to looking at this piece of beautiful history. He's talking about the scimitar.
Right then.
Okay.
So, food. Who's hungry?
Me!
Yeah. All right. So you guys sit down to eat and whatnot, and before you guys get ready to turn in, you hear the distant howling.
Of course we do.
All right. Next day.
If I can, I'd like to take a moment to step away for a second.
Hey, yeah, why don't we take a quick break, guys? Give ourselves 5 minutes and we can get right back into this proper. Sound
Sounds good.
It's good.
all right? Cool.
That was a long rest, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right,
it
so
was a
spells
long
reset.
rest.
Okay. All right,
You guys now have 4 experience points. You may level up if you choose.
Ooh,
Alrighty.
interesting.
Or as I was explaining earlier, you can hold on to your EXP if you want to look into other stuff, or you could. I'm back. How are you?
Hello. You know what that sound is?
The sound
Delicious product placement. So, just as I had left, you said that was potential level up if we so choose.
Yes.
Just so individuals are aware, a level up at 4 does constitute the benefit of getting an increase in one ability score of 2 points or 2 ability scores of 1 point. So you can boost yourself up if you so choose.
And remind me, what is the alternative to leveling up? Just sitting on the points and doing...
I think at this point, you just take the level up. I don't really have anything at this point to offer you to warrant it right now, so...
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of thinking that I was going to level up. I just trying to be sure.
How are you doing with the hit dice? Just rolling the hit dice?
Just take max hit.
Okay. Because right now, from the pre-made characters, we are not at max hit.
Oh, we're going to take a max D10 for...
If your D10 is your hit point.
Sweet.
Oh,
I'm not going to argue with
really?
that.
Yeah, because I'm at least 25, and if I was at max, I would be 33.
So we had 10 health?
You're
What's
the
yours?
dwarf cleric. You
I
had
had
27. So at max, you should have had. If we were always max, it would be 3d8 plus 6.
Plus that your constitution bonus with your...
Yeah, I added the plus 6 is the con bonus.
Okay.
So 24. So it would be 30. You're only down 3 points from your maximum at level 3.
Sweet.
Mine's a little more fluctuating.
I'm at 40 hit points. Now, do we need to do the stat bonus? +2 to a stat, or 1/1, or...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every character, when they level up to level 4, the only thing that you get is an ability score improvement, but there are increases to spell slots and known spells. That is a potential thing.
Yeah, mine's still
at level
3.
5. Okay, at level 5 is when things change. Everyone gets an extra attack, your proficiency bonus goes up.
Second level spells, and we probably learn another spell as well.
Yeah, well, certain people learn them at different rates, but
That's true, yeah.
4 kind of stays. So I'll take 2 points in dexterity, putting me up to +4.
I think I have 20 points for lay on hands now, right? At level 4 instead of 15?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
We have 4 hit dice. And are our hit dice replenished upon a long rest, Luke?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Now, do we put 2 points into a stat? Like, I got 16 strength, like I can go up to 18 with the...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Or if you want, you can split it between 2 stats and put 1 in each.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bring my strength up to 18 now, so that'll be +4.
That's a safe bet. Up to a whole 6 there.
I think I'm going to go +2 to wisdom, and that'll give me a +4 wisdom.
Yeah, for your spell casting. It's pretty strong.
Does he get another spell? Oh, never mind. That's...
No,
Let me-
I looked in the book, and everything I saw at a quick glance was 5th level.
Yep.
Yeah, at 4th level, you get ability score improvement. You do get 1 more 2nd level spell known, and you have 1 more cantrip known.
For the cleric.
For the cleric.
While you guys are doing all that character level up stuff,
Yeah.
could you all give me a Constitution roll
Okay.
real quick for
Absolutely.
the day so I can do some calculations on myself?
Constitution. +1. That's not a saving throw, it's just a constitution roll. Okay. Man, I'm doing good today.
We've rolled so many ones today, it's ridiculous.
Doing so bad.
Thank you much. Rule.
I didn't do it right. It's 17.
You got it. All right. Azuri, you couldn't help but notice that the cold really got into your bones last night. You're feeling a little fatigued because you kept waking up as a result, and you did
Also,
not
the wolf howling.
No, you actually didn't hear any more for the rest of the night.
Okay.
I got a question on the known spells. Like that just means that I have 2 additional. Like I have a first level that's available. Oh no, 1 more cantrip that's available and 1 more second level that's available, but not slots. It's just I could use this as an option in one of those slots.
Yep.
Well, you have an additional spell slot at second level.
So
Let
you
me
got 2
see
now,
here.
then?
And I'm trying to find those in the guide here. And if you guys have any.
So, page 58, you're on the cleric, and it'll show you what you get at each level. I think it's 58, the same one.
I have 57 shows me my
57.
Okay, it's
It
57 in
shows
the book.
like
Got it.
spellcasting, divine domain, level 2, channel
So
divinity.
we're at level
nothing.
4. So your proficiency bonus didn't change. We got the ability store improvement, and then if you look, the difference between from level 3, where you had 3 cantrips known, you now know 4. You still know with your spell slots, you still have the same amount of spell slots for level 1. You gain 1 additional spell slot at level 2. When do you learn new spells?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out where the list of options are for the known spells. Is what I'm trying to figure out.
That one's a little less straightforward.
Okay, so because he's a cleric, I thought that was always because clerics always draw their power from their deity, so their spells come naturally to them, much like a sorcerer does.
Destroy
Okay.
Undead,
So
level
it doesn't
5.
have a list of known spells. The entire library of divine spells is his list of known spells, provided that he has the alignment and the proper deity with
so-
which to cast.
But
Let
he
me
has
ask you-
ones that he has picked for the day, right?
Right,
let me
that's
just-
different.
Let me
Okay.
just ask you this: is there a cantrip that I can use that would do a small or an amount?
Amount of what?
Any healing that I can use as?
I don't believe there is a healing cantrip, but 1 second.
They got Mending.
That one's for objects.
Yep.
Let me just bring up cantrips.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
It's just me not knowing.
It's a lot
and
easier.
I got the book and I'm trying to look, and I just haven't. I've only read like the first 17 pages or so.
So, for cleric spells, cantrips include guidance, light, mending, resistance, sacred flame, spare the dying, thaumaturgy, and then there are some from additional resources like Toll the Dead, Word of Radiance.
What's Sacred Flame do?
Sacred Flame's the one you've been using, your ranged attack.
Oh, oops. Yep, my bad.
What other cantrips do you have? What are the 3
I have
that
Sacred
you know?
Flame, Spare the Dying, and Thaumaturgy
Okay.
is what I'm using right now. Just
Gotcha.
for sake of time, just give me something that's either healing or functional
What
utility.
is the Unearthed Arcana of Virtue?
Alright, Mending. He says Mending. Mending's repair objects.
Mending? Yeah, it repairs objects.
Alright, let's go Mending. That'll be interesting.
It's either mending or light, but you have dark
Light?
vision, so
Yeah.
what does it frickin' matter? Like, everyone has
Okay,
dark
I'm going
vision
Mending,
anymore.
and then on my level 2s, what are the other choices?
1 second here. So, with level 2, what do you know?
Calm Emotions, Lesser Restoration, Prayer of Healing, Spiritual Weapon, and I have the Domain Spell of Life is my...
Okay.
So an additional large heal or some type of life-saving tool would be nice, maybe? If not, a
Never
serious...
underestimate hold person.
Hold person is amazing. Just hands down.
That's a stun.
It is 1 action, 60 feet. Concentration up to a minute. A humanoid that you can see becomes paralyzed unless they succeed on a whiz throw. At the end of its turns, it can make another save. You can beat on... It has no break. You can beat on this thing while it's being held.
I'll take hold person.
Yeah, if we fight like a really strong creature like that shaman shows back up, and if you successfully hold person that thing...
He just
or that
stands there.
son of a bitch that stole our lightning bolt from McQueen's wagon.
Yeah.
Alright, leveling up is complete. Awesome, guys.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
You did increase your health, correct?
Yeah, it should be plus 10.
Plus your constitution.
Well, it's 8, because he's cleric, it's 8 plus his con, so it is 10.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
so it's, I got, that puts me up to actually 37 health.
Nice.
That should be it. I think that's everything.
Okay, cool. Let's move on.
Did our orc come back?
He did not come back in the night.
Oh, no.
Okay, so... you guys wake up, you get yourselves together, and the horses get hooked up, and the caravan gets under. So you gave me your constitution rolls. Food's sitting well, but damn it if that ice didn't, that cold didn't just get to be the worst of you.
It's cutting.
It is cutting. And the blizzard only gets worse. And that
Might cut out.
Sorry. And that's as much as what Dorn expected going into the blind hill. So in this passage, the wind, it gains so much speed from the cold run as it comes down, and so this whole area drifts quite terribly.
And it's very sparse. It doesn't have a lot of tree breaks in it, does it?
No, it does not. But mainly it's just snowing all the time, and if it's not snowing, it's just blowing snow, and it's very hard to see during the day. Travel is usually done best at. Okay, so you get through that day. Okay. Palvarus approaches Docken during the he sides up next to you on your side of the caravan while you're walking, and he says, "Good friend, I want to speak with you a moment."
Oh, what you got to say? I turn and look him in the kneecaps.
I am concerned about the recent attacks. I'm not convinced that it's just that shaman that attacked us. You see, shamans, even goblins such as themselves, they have the intelligence to discipline themselves, but not necessarily to discipline others beyond the fervor of a few dedicated followers. This is purely from my experience, of course. I feel with that, in combination of the bounty on your head that you saw.
This guy's worth thousands of gold!
No, we're okay. That I think that there is something a bit more sinister. That and the amount of gold found on all those goblins. This is very suspicious. Like they are being subsidized.
Oh, that was a right lot of gold for goblins to have. While I'm speaking, I quietly reach into my pocket, pull out that piece of paper, and start eating. I just wanted to tell you, yeah, maybe something else is going on.
By the gods,
I'm not really sure what else it is, but I'd say we should keep our eyes.
Why would you eat paper like that?
Oh, I was just right bit hungry. You know, us dwarves were hard working. They gotta take 2 steps for every one of yours.
I suppose you are a dwarf. That does make sense. All right. Well, good to know that at least I've got another person helping me think this through. Seems a bit suspicious. Keep an eye out, brother of the... And with that, he carries
All
on.
right, something, something, and I do a little thing on my person, and I quote my deity, and just kind of shake my head, and just reach down, pad my pocket with my gold pieces in as he.
Alrighty then, that's a dwarf for you. Fair enough. Alright, so as you're walking along still, Vex has the foresight to follow up with the... Oh, hello, good friend. What can I do for you? Bit cold and hard to see. Walk in front of me.
Sir, did you have any luck with distinguishing what you could find from this blade?
Oh, the blade, yes, yeah. I was still looking at it, but it appears to be some kind of abjuration in it. Something may be used by the spell silencers.
And what does that mean? Speak to me in common.
In common? Wait, was I not? I apologize. I am known to wax into abyss. Don't ask me about that.
I like wax into abyssal too.
No, what I mean to say is that the sword might be useful against spellcasters like myself. Might want to find a way to keep a hold of this.
I reach out my hand and say, I'll be taking that now, thank you, and hand him 14 gold.
Just a minute. I'll have to clear this one with the boss. Besides, not quite done with it yet. Not too sure if this is cursed or not.
I asked you to look at it. I didn't ask you to keep it from me. Now hand it back, kindly.
Do I overhear this?
No, you're on the other side of the caravan. I must insist that yours your elder, that you listen here, young whippersnapper. There's rules about here, and the caravan master says the goods are his, then they're his.
I'll ask you one more time, old man. I asked you to look at this blade, not to keep it from me. Hand it back to me now, and there won't be any trouble.
Oh, you young'uns bullying the elders. This is terrible times indeed. Here, take your damn blade, you ruffian. I'll be sure to make that my magic missiles are a bit errant these days.
I show him the gold I had in my hand that I was going to give to him, and then just put it back in my pocket and walk away.
Alright, onward we press. Come time for darkness, and no, you guys don't see any goblins on the horizon.
Do I smell them?
No, you don't smell them. Also, these aren't here. Pay no attention to the goblins behind the curtain. Alright. Alright, so you guys set yourselves up. Okay. So, let's see. Dern approaches Vex when he comes up for soup. Good sir. Might have a word with you later about the sword. Want to clear a few things up with you.
I'd be happy to talk with you as long as you aren't going to be an arrogant old man.
Here is your soup. And he gives you your bowl and motions for the next guy over. Anything you guys want to take care of tonight?
Oh my! I'm sitting there. I'm gonna eat my food. Throw back a couple of those rums that they're gonna give me. Try to get next. And tell everybody about my old love. If you saw fiery Redbeard, you all would know what it was like. If you look into the flames of that there campfire, that's how her beard shone in torchlight at night time. I tell you what, if you hadn't seen such a beautiful dwarf ever in your life, she would be it. You just want to stroke her beard and I started rumbling on and just kind of eat my food.
Fair enough. Old Docken being Docken. Okay, so we've got... What on earth?
I had to move the cleaver with the chef.
Oh, golly.
He cannot be without his cleaver.
Okay, so... Rather uneventful evening. Wind blowing and howling. But you guys have to make sure that the snow doesn't build up too much. You guys getting your bed rolls? Deciding on your watch? Yes. What?
I feel quite well rested. I could stay up tonight.
Is there any trees nearby?
You can piss behind a wagon.
I don't need to piss, young sir, but thank you.
There's a few evergreens here and there.
How close to the camp?
You've got one that's a couple 100 yards away. You've got a couple other evergreens that are maybe 100 yards away. And then back that way, you've got like 2 or 3 evergreens. Kind of hard to tell. But then again, it is snowing pretty bad. Maybe you wouldn't be able to see that far out. No, you wouldn't be able to see that far out. Holy cow. No. You have no idea. There's nothing. You don't know. It's snowing too hard. You have to go look.
Nah.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. It's snowing too hard.
Okay.
Why? What you got on your brain? What's going on?
No, I was just gonna go sleep in a tree.
Oh, God. Okay, alright. Anything else for you guys? Are you turning... Except for you, Doc, and you're going on first watch, aren't you?
I feel quite rested. I'm gonna stay up.
Alright, so you stay up.
I'm gonna try and get some sleep.
Okay, so you're not on watch then, you're over here?
Yeah, I'm trying to... Because I'm still a little groggy from before, I'm gonna try and catch a wink or two.
Okay, alright. As the night passes, you hear Dorn slap his ladle against a pan. Hey, wake up, all y'all! Dang, 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 dang. Hey, wake up!
What's going on? What's the meaning of this?
He says that he says that the wizard Eldarian is gone.
Glad I got my sword back.
How did I miss that? That's my first question.
That is a good question.
Alright, then I guess I missed.
I need a Constitution test from Docken real quick.
That's 20, right?
Yeah.
You got +2.
I get a +2.
Yeah, you dozed off at some point.
Well, I fell asleep. Well, I'm just short. I wasn't sleeping. I'm short. I couldn't see what was going on over you laying on the ground.
Who saw him last?
Lauren, the healer, he says that he saw him get up to, well, he assumed to go take a leak. They were sleeping next to each other, and
what direction did it go then? Right? Which way was it?
To the east. So you just went out between the two wagons and for what he assumed was to go and take a leak, and because he'd complained about having to take leaks before, apparently, or something.
Them old men, you know what happens? They get up my age, they can't hold the booze no more. They gotta go out and go rest.
Sure enough. So, but he's gone. He is gone.
And we are still sans one orc taskmaster.
Yes.
Who's still in charge here? This out of character.
Dawn.
Who is the guy that disappeared?
The cook.
The
cook.
Dorn Kegbreaker is the
Okay.
Dorn and Kurz Kegbreaker are the.
Well, Dawn, what in Dawn? What do you think you want us to do?
What do you? There's no way I'm gonna have anyone go out into that to search for him. You gotta be out of your mind. If he was addle-brained enough to wander out and get himself lost, then that's his problem. I pay him to defend us, not for us to go after looking for.
Maybe the ranger should take a look-see just a little outside of the wagons and listen for some of them there wolves. But I ain't one to be judging another dwarf. I think you right. We're gonna stick together, and that's you're right.
What do you think, Azuri?
Would you like me to go out and take a quick perimeter, sir? I won't be leaving any farther. But I could understand if you want me to stay here. If you're afraid I'd get lost out there as well.
Not so worried about you ranger folk. You know the woods and the wilds better than anyone. That one's
Just
up to you.
Watch out for werewolves. I'm worried maybe they're getting bit and turning into them, and it's gonna get ugly in a hurry. So just don't get bit.
I appreciate the advice. I'll go take a quick walkabout. Not too far away. I do want to try and keep the camp in sight. I don't want to venture too far out. Try and see if there are any tracks. I know that the storm is going to be really strong and we're probably not going to see anything, but
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy and make a very, very bright light just a couple of feet above the wagons themselves so he could see it from all the sides and maybe go a little...
Alright, so this gives you a certain level of confidence in addition to your rangerly ways of making sure you don't get lost.
okay. Now I know that obviously the prints are going to be tracked over in the snow, but you would still see divots in the snow from a person passing through.
You can, sure enough, make out his prints. So you want to do?
I'm going to follow it out, but I'm going to keep an eye on, like, glancing back, making sure I'm not losing the light.
Sure.
That's not me.
I didn't do that. Who was that?
Okay. He's watching for me.
Yeah, I'm going to keep you in eye shot as much as I can.
Sure.
Alright, so I need perception.
Absolutely. Let's try and not roll a 10, shall we?
Okay. So you're quickly making your way and doing a quick scouring of the footprints, and you see, sure enough, that there's a spot where warm water was introduced to the snow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yes. Ammonia and prune.
Old man piss.
Oh, yes.
Does it smell like anger?
I wouldn't know why he would be angry. Man, I smell a distinct anger in the piss. Who is he angry at? I'll have to ask when I come back.
No, that's just vinegar. There's vinegar in the piss. So, but you see that, there were other tracks here as well. I'm going to need you to give me a roll to see if you can identify them, because this
Nature?
Give me survival.
Survival. I think that's the same, but let me be sure. Survival. Yes, same.
Ooh. Yeah, there appear to have been tracks here that they're not goblin. You're pretty sure they're some kind of goblinoid.
Okay.
Of that kind. So maybe let's see if you can identify. Oh yeah, you can definitely see that there were 4 orcs that came through.
Did they come from different angles toward this patch?
Behind the wizard is how best you can make it out of what the events of what happened.
And there's no blood.
No blood. In fact, you even wonder why did. Hold on, what is his name? Oh, his name's Elon Fasterplease. So Elon Fasterplease, you have no idea why he even went so far out from the caravan anyway to just take a leak.
Right. Look, old man wants his privacy, maybe.
Well, it's just odd. All right. Well, they 4 orcs kidnapped him and they made off with him somewhere to the south.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going back to the camp to tell them about this.
Okay, so you do this. So you never lost sight of the camp. You know where they're at. So you get back and let everybody know. So now Dorney's got a big old scowl on his.
Was there any sign of a struggle?
Didn't look like it.
Like, what do you mean struggle?
Like a bunch of snow flipped all over the place, big divots. It instead looked like 4 pairs of tracks, his tracks, and then the fort, that's it. So it wasn't a huge fight.
No, there were 4 tracks leaving, one of them heavier weighted.
Yeah, exactly.
So they picked him up.
That sounds like they wouldn't cooperate.
So, why are werewolves, goblins, and orcs working together? And under whose orders? Because these are not standard...
It's the devil! Maybe.
Somebody knows about this caravan. I think they were tipped off. They came in here and took the ores and made off with the ores. They knew what they were looking for.
So this is open forum for everybody to throw in, right?
There may be something more to this caravan than simply transporting workers and people. I feel like...
Calvarus speaks up. I'll say yes to that. I want to know, what did that goblin steal? Where did Zog go? And why was it so important that he get it back? What are you hiding, Dorn? Dorn looks a little shifty. That's not for you to decide. That's for me. And I'd rather you not have any more talk on it. So Kurz steps up behind his brother to stand with. One of the rogues comes up, not Flashy Knife, but the other one, the caravan hider. He's like, hey, if there's more profit in this trip than you originally let me assess, then that means there's gotta be a bigger cut. Come on, Dorn. Don't hold out on us.
I'm gonna motion him to the side and say, look, man, one dwarf to another and their dog in between. What's going on? I'm gonna stroke my beard greatly and tell him what's these dogs? Shut up. tell you can tell me, mate. You can tell me. We can work this out. And I give him a little blessing, and I kind of do one of these, and I make a little thaumaturgy, and a sigil shows up, and it kind of glows over his head, and you are blessed. What? Come on, mate.
Well, I appreciate the blessings from another brother, but I can't really go into this. You know, clansman to clansman, this is all about saving the face of the clan. It's too much at stake for keg splitters and keg breakers, and it's...
Are you aware? Did anyone fill you in? I've got something to tell you, and this is between him and I. When we were out in the woods, we're fighting them goblins and the werewolves. We came across Eleanor Gronsjaw. She was a werewolf.
What?
She was a werewolf.
What?
She was a werewolf and attacked us, and unfortunately, and I know it was her because, and I kind of like take my hammer handle and drag in the sand, and I draw or the dirt or snow, and I draw the little emblem and say, "The house seal." It was branded on. What's going on here?
That makes too much sense. They stole Moonstone. That's what they took. See, this Moonstone ore, far as I can tell, at least as far as it's related to werefolk, it's none too good for them. None too kind. That might be what's driven them to do this. I don't know. This is just a guess. There's been a shortage. It's in great demand up here.
The werefolk, they want it?
The Moonstone is. It's in crazy demand. It's been dried up, going missing. The mines, the supplies run out. It's used for all sorts of different magical spells and components. That much I know. I do my market research before I invest. But for this, there's too much of a coincidence.
I feel like something's not right here. How well do you know these other blokes that been on the wagon train with us? The two that went missing? What do you know about them?
We trusted Zog for that.
I'm not sure I trust him. Let me ask you this. My dwarven brother, can I count on you if we need you?
Need me for what?
Anything, my brother.
Well, of course! We all need to keep our feet on the ground.
Alright, let's go. Let's keep this, we'll keep it tight. Keep it close to the chest. And, let's go back to the fire. Let them know what happened. The wizard's missing. But, I think maybe we should try to tell everyone to stay here.
Alright. Keep it
We walk back over to the fire.
Alright,
and,
so he brings everybody up to speed.
Who wants to go to the next watch? I feel like someone, maybe Vex or Azure, maybe let's decide between us. Come over here and we'll pick out who's going to be next.
I volunteer.
And let's just come over here and we'll decide who's going to be next.
Gotcha.
And
I see what you're doing on motion.
I tell them about the Moonstone and everything else and fill them in.
So, the Moonstone, the werewolves don't like it?
No, they do, right?
They do.
It's like it's bad for them. It's like werebane kind of stuff can be made.
It's like kryptonite.
So they want to take it so nobody can use it against them.
Or the goblins are using it to corral them, to make them do things.
Yeah,
that's giving goblins a lot of credit.
Well, okay. Whoever is controlling the goblins.
Yep.
I'll give you that.
I wanted you all to know that's what's going on. I don't think we're going to see that wizard or orc, quote, leader. Again, he wandered off.
and I think the wizard was kidnapped based on what you said.
I believe
What it seems like.
Azuri is right. There's forces at work here we don't know yet.
I say we don't let anyone leave the camp at all, unless it's at least a group one or a group of us is going with them. No more people's gonna disappear. It's our responsibility to protect the people on this caravan. That's what we were hired to do.
I agree.
What do you want to do about
Even if we have to hold them here. What do we want to do about what?
Elon Faster, please, the wizard.
We're not going anywhere in this snow, are we?
Yeah.
I ain't chasing after him unless...
Well, we can't really do anything, because that's only losing another person.
I think they're turning them into werewolves. As we saw with the dwarf. I feel like our friends are already werewolves. We're not going to have any luck with that, and if they do come, well, they shouldn't have left camp.
Alright. You want to turn in then? Go to watch?
I think it's for the best.
Who's taking over? I'm gonna take some sleep.
Vex is.
Yeah, I think our ranger needs a good night's rest after the last one.
Okay. So, you guys get yourselves in nice sleeping order, and you rest until morning. And as Kursk is helping Dorn put together food, Flashy Knives runs up from outside the camp circle. You won't believe it! You won't believe who's here!
As the orc returned,
Zog walks back into view. The snow is much less strong now. You can almost see a sky through the gray blanket of cloud. Zog walks up, bloodied, cut, bruised. He has a swollen eye. You're pretty sure his left arm is broken, and he's walking with a subtle limp. But sheathed on his back is his sword, and dragging with him in his right arm is a chest, bumping on the rocks hidden in the snow. Thump, thump, thump. Here's your damn chest, Dorn. And the last ounce of strength, he chucks it towards the fire, and then collapses into the ground. He's got two arrows sticking out of his back.
Spare the dying. On... That's a cantrip, and I'm going to cast that on him so he doesn't fully die.
Yep.
Done.
I'll lay on hands and give him 5 health back to see if that stabilizes him.
Oh, that's the good stuff.
And he passes out. Alright, so you guys bring him in and put him by the fire. He's clearly frostbitten in several places. His fingers aren't looking too good, but Lauren begins to work on him in his quiet, Lathanderly way. So Dorn quickly picks up the chest and hurries it back into the wagon it was originally housed.
I'm going to follow him over there.
Kerr is clearly displaying a sigh of incredible relief. Alright, so you follow our buddy over here.
What can I help you with?
He
Sir?
says as he's putting the trunk, he's nesting the trunk away.
We don't know. You said that this stone is dangerous to the werewolves, correct?
That's what I believe. That's what I was told.
Just as a suggestion, I don't plan on carrying this out myself unless you want to. perhaps take one of the stones from the chest, and you can use it to check members of the caravan to see whether or not they may or may not be tainted if they react poorly to its presence. Just a suggestion.
That's not a bad idea. Let me think about that. Talk it over with Kursk. Look into that.
Alright, sir, if you need me to do anything, I am
He
here to serve.
unlocks the chest, takes a stone out, puts it in his pocket in his...
Okay. I'll head back over to the...
Okay.
Well, that proved one thing to me, at least.
That he's not.
Or he's lying.
Yeah.
The biggest ruse the whole time. It's like, this is actually super powerful. But like, I see his veins start popping out on his neck, and he's like, "Rrrr!"
Now he's really getting
It
huge.
turns people into werewolves.
Just kidding, the ore was the werewolf all along.
Right.
Alright guys, this is a good stopping point for me to pick up stuff for next time we play. Once again, I see this getting to be a bit more on the regular side of playing, and may even get the chance to play more often if Docken is at least open to it. I don't know about everybody else.
Some of it comes on my rating and content schedule and that kind of thing. You're like, we're getting ready to done. I'm like, God damn, I'm having so much fun. But that's fine. It's like you get sucked into the story. You just want to keep going. So
Yeah.
I just have fun.
You'll
with it.
lose like 3 hours out of nowhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, we can talk about that off stream. But
Sure.
yeah, I had a good time tonight, guys. Hopefully you did.
Oh yeah.
And all right then.
Alright, any final notes that I need to be making sure of what you guys want to do leading into this day that I can take into consideration for forward?
Maybe for good measure, have our other paladin just go ahead and try to do heal curse or with his lay on hands.
Keep a close eye on him.
Okay. Alright, cool. And that's everything. Great.
But yeah, thank you guys for the invite again.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks you guys for showing up, and I really appreciate everybody having fun. That's ultimately my goal, so any feedback you can give me or otherwise, just let me know. But thank you so much, and I appreciate it. Have you guys a wonderful rest of your week.
You
Dude, that
too.
was freaking fun.